Today I'll be doing Beyblade physics on the Motor Strike Stadium. And for sample bays I have Colossal Helios Vertical Exceed Speedstorm, Triumph Dragon 1AD Charge Metal Speedstorm, and the two bays that came with the stadium, Evo Lucius Endbringer Vertical Drift Speedstorm, and a Beyblade with a really long name for the performance tip, Hyperion Flamebringer, 6XD, this is kind of tricky because this is a really long name, and then this comes before, and it's tricky to keep straight with its the other one. It's Evo Hyperion Flamebringer 6 Exceed plus X Speedstorm. Yeah, that's right. And this stadium is pretty cool because, this red part here, it spins. It's got pretty standard Speedstorm shape. Got a bit of a bump right here. The high rim, it's got two pockets on this side. But the main attraction is really the spinny bit there, and as you might have seen there, it can spin both clockwise or right rotation and counterclockwise or left rotation. And in combination with right and left spin bays, this can be interesting. First, I'll battle Lucius and Hyperion, which are both right spin bays, with this spinning the same direction. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Lucius takes that. So as you saw, the plate kind of, for the most part, prevents any Beyblade from taking the center when it's on. And with spinning the same rotation as Beyblades, especially with this drift performance tip that, at least that I've found, it helps give the Beyblade spin sometimes, making the battle pretty interesting. Because I had one battle where this Beyblade was really low on spin, but it managed to dodge the opponent and steal spin from the plate and it ended up winning. So let's do another one. Let's do this again. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Big hit. Lucius wins again. Also, sometimes when the plate is spinning the same direction as the Beyblade will come in and then it'll be sent back out. Let's try these two now, right spin and left spin, also opposite spinning bays. And the plate will be spinning left spin, so to match with Helios. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. I think Helios took that. So yeah, the plate giving the Beyblade a little bit more spin still. So when it's spinning the opposite rotation, I think it sends the bay rocketing forward in the direction it was heading. Whereas when it's spinning the same direction, it will give the Beyblade spin and sometimes send it backwards. That's what I think happens. Three, two, 1, let it rip. Dragon wins that. The thing is, like, with this free spinning plate, it doesn't gain spin from the plate as easily. And also, metal, when this is spinning the same direction, it has less friction, so that also has a trickier time gripping. There's a lot of stuff to take into account with this stadium, and that's why it's pretty fun. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. As you might have seen, Helios was really low on spin there, pretty much done, but the plate kept giving it a little bit of stamina that it, like, maybe it wasn't giving it, but it was letting it hold what it already had, because it was still pretty low, but then Dragon was able to push it out of the spinning bit, so then it was able to win. Now, let's try these bays against each other, but in a few different rotations. Starting out with counterclockwise. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And do that again. Counterclockwise still. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. I'm not sure how much the motor did in that battle, because it was a ring-out finish. Triumph Dragon knocked it out. But let's try these same Beyblades, but with clockwise spin. So same spin. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. I think Triumph Dragon won that. It was keeping Lucius from gaining any spin from the plate, because it was basically guarding it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Triumph Dragon gets a burst finish. That was really short, so I'm just gonna do it again. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And Lucius takes that. So you might notice when I turn it on, it does take a few seconds to warm up, but that's not too much of a problem. I think I might want to get a few more battles into this, so let's try 1 or 2 battles with Colossal Helios and Hyperion Flamebringer. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting confused because the Japanese version was called Hyperion Burn, so that's what I automatically jumped to. But Flame starts with the different letter, so, and it's Helios's evolution that's called Blazebringer, I think. So, kind of tricky. Right spin. So to go with Hyperion. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Hang on. Helios fell off the launcher, and another thing, it doesn't really affect the performance at all, but in order to fit the motor, the stadium is higher off the ground than most stadiums. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Hyperion won that. As you saw, it used the plate to kind of send it like that, and like a few times it went like that. And now let's change the plate to counterclockwise, so the same rotation as Helios. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And Hyperion still wins that. But I did launch Helios first, so I'm wondering if I launched Hyperion first, if that would make any difference. I might be getting a bit off track from doing it on the stadium, but it's still a central part of this. Because remember with that free spinning plate, I was not able to gain as much stuff from the plate. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. It like kind of scraped a bit there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that the plate must not affect it as much as something, because either way, this is having more stamina in this. I'd have to investigate further to figure out why, but as you've seen, it's a pretty fun stadium. Got a lot of stuff to take into account with it. And I think that's all for now, and thanks for watching.